it in the chat. So, for those who don't know me, my name is actually Oral Mckenzie. So I see some people shouting out in the chat. Manchester. Okay, there's somebody from St. Catherine, Crystal. So you can't come out. I'm sorry. Who else? Which other parish have on the call? Moby, Westmoreland. We are from Westmoreland. So everybody that's on the call from all over Jamaica, St. Mary, big up on yourself. So let us get into it because we don't have a lot of time. So for those who don't know me, my name is Oral Mckenzie. Now, I saw Worldventures a little over 2.5 years ago. Now, when I saw Worldventures, I don't know about where you guys are in your life right now, but when I saw it, I was literally at the lowest point in my life. What exactly I mean by that? I was a member of the Jamaica Defense Force, and I'm still a member of Jamaica Defense Force, just come from work. And I actually start a family. I have a family of 4 people. And you know that when you have 4 people to take care of and one salary, that is already problematic. So I was looking for new ways to actually increase my income. So I get into about $4 million debt by starting to actually do some business. So I got online to research when you're in debt, how you're going to come out of debt. And I found out when you're in debt, you got to do 2 things. You got to cut your expenses and increase your income. So start doing some YouTube videos, and that was pretty successful. And what I was doing with the YouTube is that I was using most of my night when I was supposed to be sleeping to make these videos. So my body was literally overworked, and I got sick, and I ended up in the university hospital for about 10 days. And then somebody showed me this amazing concept that you guys are all a part of, that is called Worldventures. And I realized that, hey, Worldventures is like about 10 times easier than YouTube. So I didn't hesitate, and I just got started. Cool? So what I'm going to be doing for the next 27 minutes or so is to show you guys exactly how you want to invite somebody during this whole pandemic experience with all this corona thing that is going on. What's the best approach that I'm using to invite somebody to see the information, and also how to close them. So I hope you will be able to add some value to you guys on this call. So what I'm going to be doing right now, I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys, and we're getting straight into it. So Orville or anybody else that is a panelist, what I want you to do is to let me know that you're actually seeing my screen properly, and then I will just go on. So I'm actually sharing my screen right now, and I'm just going from the beginning. So Orville, let me know if you see my screen properly.
Yes, see now good.
Okay, cool. So here's the thing. Before I even get into anything about showing you guys about the skills of invite or closing, let me tell you something. If your mindset is not there, it doesn't matter how well you know the skills, you will not be able to be successful with this. Because it literally just takes your mindset and your belief. Now, you have to become a better person in your mind and in your attitude to be successful with this. So the mind can be really split down into 2 categories. And as you see on your screen, you have the subconscious mindset, and you have the conscious mindset. Just in case you didn't know, the subconscious mindset is the most powerful because it is the past. It is what the mind is trained to do. You got to reprogram it and then take action, and then you'll get result. Some people want to do it the other way around. They want to get the result before they actually reprogram the mindset and take action. And what will help you to reprogram your mindset is that you got to listen to audios daily, read books. I recommend 1 chapter. Some people say 8 days. I say 1 chapter. And attend or live national trainings. So you got to reprogram your mindset, become a better version of yourself, and then you'll get the result. Because even if you know the basic skills, with the wrong mindset, if you're the best inviter and the best closer, with the wrong mindset, you're going to get out the game anyway. So the richest people in the world, their biggest asset is their mindset. So just before I get into anything, I just want you guys to know that. So here's some things that I tell my day every day. I hear the host say they're reading a book called What to Say to Yourself Every Day. Is that correct, Arville? So I will wait for you to answer. But here's the deal.
Yes.
These are the things that I'm saying to myself every day. So if leaders have to give up to go up, then they have to give up even more to stay up. Sacrifice is not a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process. It's not a one-time payment. So you guys can screenshot that. So it's not like you're going to do the work one time and hey, you're going to be marketing director and then that's it. It's an ongoing process. Now, the reason why some of you guys are not going to United is the same reason why you guys are not at travel parties, and it's the same reason why you're not ranking up, why you're not getting the result that you want. It's just excuses. So excuses for me is like anything that didn't bring a result. Now, I'm not really the sharpest guy in Worldventures, I'm not the sharpest knife in the kitchen or in the jar, but I'm in the jar and I'm definitely cutting. Now, you can't get the prize without paying the price. You have to go through the process. Now, a few more I'm going to share with you just to understand what my mindset is like. If you do nothing new, say nothing new, guess what? You will become nothing new. And what you earn right now or today is not really that all important. So even if your residual is $500 US, that's not what is really important. What you become is greater than what you're earning right now. And what is the biggest thing in your life right now? Is it your bank account, your pride, or is it ego? You got to answer that question for yourself. So I'm going to tell you guys on the call that becoming a marketing director, it sounds good, but it's actually feel better. So you guys can read, you can screenshot. I'm just rushing through them real quick. What is happening in you right now value more than what is happening around you. So yeah, a lot of things is happening around you guys right now. But what is happening inside of you is more. People will not care how much you know until they know how much you care. When people show you who they are, you got to believe them. Now, your light must shine for everyone to see. You can't say you are the best in whatever and nobody can see. You should work so hard that people can't ignore you. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. And let me tell you something. You can't use your past to determine your future. People can only teach you what they know. And the last one I'm going to share with you is this. Do what you know to 100% and it will give you the results that you want. And this is what I was saying in the beginning. If you want to achieve what you never achieved before, you have to become who you were never before. Cool? So let me get into this. Stop saying you can't and just say, I can do it. And that is what me and my team live by. We just go do stuff. Anything that somebody say we can't, we just go do it. So here's the deal. Network marketing is simple a numbers game. What I simply mean by that is like funnel for action. So here's the deal. Invite. These are the skills you're gonna learn. Invite, presenting, closing, training, and actually promoting the national events. Well, you notice all of them have a number beside them. So if you add them up, you get 130. That's gonna be your production number. And say, for example, the money that you earn from that production is $1,600 US. If you want to increase your money that you earn, you have to increase your production number. Hope everybody is following that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to look at invite and closing, how to actually increase your production number, which will eventually increase the amount of money you earn from Worldventures. So here's the thing. This is what it's come down to. The company, your effort, and the skills. And I'm going to teach you guys 2 skills. So the first thing you want to look at is how to invite somebody to see the information. Now, listen, when you call somebody up right now, it's in their brain. The first thing is in their brain is coronavirus. So you cannot ignore it, especially if you're online. So I start my conversation like this. Hi, how are you doing? And they will be saying, yeah, they're okay. And the next thing I will be saying to them is, so how is it in your part of the world? And how is it affecting you? So I will be saying to them, hey, I know you're in St. Catherine. How is it over there? How is it affecting you? And they're just going to spill out their guts to me. And once they spill out their guts to me, I'm going to be there, the guy with the solution. So what I'm going to say after that, hey, I know that the call center is locked down. You're not able to go to work and you're not going to get no pay. But let me tell you something. There's some serious money to be made. I thought about you first. If it's somebody that you know, you say that. If it's not somebody that you know, you said. There's some serious money to be made. In Jamaica, we have put in over 30,000 persons so far. You could be 30,001. Do you have access to internet on a PC, a laptop, or a phone for the next 20 minutes? They can only give you 3 response. Is either they say yes or they say no. If they say yes, you say, okay, I will keep all the money. If they say, what is it? You said 2 words only. Trust me. They say, okay, you send them the video presentation. Now, if it is somebody that you have shown Worldventures already, no, listen, in this Corona time, everybody name go back on your list. I don't care if you show them 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the coronavirus will change everything. So the name goes back on the list. And if it's somebody that you show already, you said, well, remember I show you Worldventures and you said no, and you wait for them to respond, they're going to say yes or no. If they say yes, I remember that you said, well, with the uncertain times right now, home business are thriving. Think about this. Everyone is at home right now fighting for safety. Are you in St. Catherine? Are you wherever? Businesses are paying the prices. Customers aren't walking in. For example, NCB, how much branch of NCB is closed down. Eventually, CEOs won't generate enough revenue to pay expenses. So guess what happened? This means companies will shut down and people will lose their job. The next 3 to 6 months, we're going to be in a recession. And if they don't understand what a recession means, you can educate them. Listen, a recession means that if we don't have growth for 2 quarters of the year, we're actually in a recession. Everything is going to go for 50%. You just send them the text. Then you said, have you found a safety income as yet? If they said no, you don't even have to show them a presentation again. I did that recently. I said, are you ready to get started? So remember, if it's someone that is new, you use that. If they're not new, they're going to use this. After they see the presentation, they're going to need to close them. Now, this part, I want to spend a little bit more time on. So when you're closing somebody, remember what I said in the beginning about mindset. Is the subconscious mind is going to determine whether they get started or no, or not. No, there's 3 questions in the subconscious mind that they will not say to you that you have to answer. If you don't answer those 3 questions, they're probably not going to get started. But even before you get into answer those questions, they're in one of 3 mindset. Is either A, them are ready to get started and make up their mind. That person, you don't need to close them. Them are going to ask you, say, how much you sign up? You're going to know that them ready to get started. You don't really have to close them. Them ready. Are there B? B meaning that them on the fence. Them not sure how exactly what they're supposed to do. Or C, them is a straight right out no. If them is a straight right out no, I don't want you to try close them. Just leave them alone. Straight up. But if they're C, it means that they're on the edge and you need to push them off. Now, how are you going to push them off? These are the things that will cause them to be on the edge. Number 1, they're wondering if it's real. You need to answer a question or show them that it is real. But this is in their subconscious mind. Remember that. They're not going to say it to you. Number 2, well, some people might. Number 2, they're wondering if they're going to have support doing this. You need to find a way to demonstrate to them clearly that they will have support. The last thing that is in their subconscious mind, they are wondering if they themselves can do it. You got to show them that it's pretty easy for them to do it and they can be successful. So this is how you're going to actually start the conversation with them, and then everything is going to spill out, and then you are going to know what to do. Now, in their conscious mind, there are going to be 7 objections in their conscious mind. The conscious mind, you have to answer the question in the conscious mind first to get on to the subconscious mind. So you're going through a 3-step process. But all of this that I'm talking about, it's happening pretty fast. And you got to realize how fast it is happening. So, step 1, you said, hey, do you have $250 US and is ready to get started first? And then they're going to give you all the objections. Now, all the objection is going to start coming out. Now, there can be only 3, there cannot be only 7 objections. And you need to follow this little script as best as possible to close that objection. So they call it feel, felt, found. So notice how I do this. They say they don't have the money. So you said they don't have the money to get started. But actually, I'm gonna just do this live, role play with you, so you can see how to do it. So I'm gonna role play with somebody. So O'Shane, bro, are you on?
Yeah, man, I'm
Shane?
here.
Yeah, all right. So we're doing the money objection. So I'm closing you on the money objection, and I want you to be as difficult as possible. Cool.
Cool.
So you just see the presentation. Let's go. So, bro, do you have $250 US and is ready to get started first?
Hey, bro. I mean, I like the travel and you know, it looks good. The price looks good, but bro, I have 2 kids and a baby mother. And my wife as well, brother. $250 rough. No, you can't check about the 25th, bro.
All right. So, Oshin, here's the thing, bro. I feel you. I felt you. And I actually felt the same way too until I found out that there's a guy that actually is from your community that named Michael Johnson, that he also didn't have the money when he first saw Worldventures. And he found a way to get the money and get started. And today he's a marketing director. So let me ask you this question really quick. Within the next 90 days, what your life you want it to be? Is it going to be the same? It's going to get better or it's going to be worse? What you want it to be like?
I mean, I want it to be better. I'm gonna like, cause you know, right now it's rough. You know, pampers, feeding, food, all them things, brother.
So, bro, here's the deal. Remember, I did not say to you that it's like 2,000 US to get started. I said $250. Now, there's 365 days in the year. You know what that means? But all of last year, you didn't actually save $1 US. How that make you feel, bro?
Boy, you know, see, it's like you put it that way, there, bro. Nah, like I feel some type of way, you know.
So here's the deal. You can actually do something to actually get the money to get started. And here you go have 3 options, but you gotta determine what you are gonna do. Number one, you could borrow the money from somebody to get started. Or number two, you could sell something that is of value, bro, and get the money to get started. Or you could get it from your girlfriend or somebody. So which one you decided to do, bro?
You must have a point, brother. So all right, here what me I gonna do. Make some call tonight. You see me? I check you back in the morning, but we say 9 o'clock. We should be able if we can get the money by then.
Okay, bro. So notice, I'm going to be sharing this with a lot of people because opportunity is not missed. It just pass from one person to the next person. Simple, the word for poor. Pass of opportunity repeatedly. So I'm not going to really follow back with you. You say you're going to get back to me 9 o'clock. If I don't see you call me back 9 o'clock, I will just take it that that's a no. Okay? And you can just continue doing what you're doing, but we're still friends. Cool?
All right. So here, all right. So here what me I gonna do then, brother. Seeing that you put it, boy, I may tell you that, brother. Yo, all right, yo, tonight. I try and get the money tonight. Cause me no want miss up on something then. You try me feel some type of way, brother.
No, bro. I'm just trying to look out for you. Remember, you said you feel a way about. You said this, not me. You said you feel a way that the fact that you didn't save $1 US all of last year. So you gotta do something different. Because let me tell you something. If you don't do nothing different from what you did yesterday, then chances are your tomorrow is going to look like your today. You see what I mean? So get the money within an hour time, get back to me. I'm more than happy to get you started. Cool?
All right, here what me. May I make some calls. May I make some calls. Me
All right.
like when I look out for my interest. So here, may I make some call. I mean, I link you. May I show you, May I show you, brother. May I show you, say, I'm a serious man about this thing. You see me?
So
May I
do that,
make some
bro,
call?
and then link me up back.
All
So,
right, cool.
so welcome to the team in advance.
Yeah,
So
man.
what we're doing is the same thing we're doing all the time. So it doesn't matter the objection. I'm just using the same formula, but we kind of spend a little bit too long with Oshin because we only have 30 minutes. So it's the same formula we're using all the time. If they said they don't have the time, it's the same thing. So we're gonna run through that one quickly with the time. So we're gonna do it live. You guys are seeing my screen. Let me see. But it's actually the same information that is on my screen. The only word changing it at time. So let me show you guys. The only thing changed is the word time, but it's still an objection. See, I felt the same way too until I found out. I feel you, I felt you. I'm using the same thing. So we're gonna do that live, and we're gonna do it really quickly. Who we have for time? So who is role playing with me for time? You can jump on right now, and let me just do this quickly. So we want to demonstrate it live so persons can actually see it in this live. So I hope somebody's reading in chat.
Yeah, man. I don't really have the time, you know. It's a good thing. It sounds good and everything, but I don't have the time. I'm a busy woman. I have church. I have work. I have so many things to do. I have to be reading things for church. You know, you go. It's hard, man. We don't have the time still. You know.
So I feel you. I felt you. I'm actually feel the same way that you feel until I found out that this is a lady that named Tony K. Dawkins, that she had like more than 4 things doing, but it really wasn't work out for her. She was recording plays, she was working with TVJ, she was doing this, and she was still broke. And she realized that she needed to do something different. She never had the time, and she decided that she wanted to get started. And today, she's a director on average earning about 2,000 US dollars per month. But let me ask you this question really quick. How much hours per day God give you?
Him give everybody 24 hours, you know, but
Oh, 24 hours. So you got the same amount, 24 hours that
Tony
20
8
got?
hours, man.
Same
24 hours. Understand that.
All right, cool.
You
So here's the
understand?
thing.
You have to rest, you know, you get sick.
No, so what I'm saying to you, if you 20K got the same 24 hours, you have the same 24 hours. So all of us have the same 24 hours. So you said that. So here's the thing. Could you find 1 hour per week to work on your dreams and change your life? Just 1 hour. You think you could do that?
Let me think. 1 hour. Yeah, man, this was can find 1 hour still.
So if you could find 1 hour, we could actually compress time frame and show a lot of people, and you could be successful with this. So welcome to the team.
All right, me try.
So you see, I'm doing the same thing. I'm agreeing with them. I'm using somebody's story, and then I'm giving them a punching question, and I'm just flipping it around, and I'm getting them started. So we're going to the next objection. Is the same thing we're doing all the time. So the next objection should be, I'm telling the next one I have up. So the next one I have up, oh, I'm not a salesperson. And who is going to be doing this with me? I think Miss Murray will be doing this with me. But it's the same information, the same text. So you guys have the text already. So Miss Murray, are you ready? Are you on? Miss Murray? So can somebody else? All right, we can go back to that one if Miss Murray is not ready. So the next one I have up, not a salesperson. We're coming back to Miss Murray. So somebody reach out to her. Pyramid scheme. Miss Murray, are you ready?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, cool. So do you have $250 US and is ready to get started first?
Normally, before I start anything, I have to pray about it.
Okay, cool.
I will have to do, and before I give it serious consideration.
Okay, cool. But your objection, I'm going to close the objection there, but your objection is supposed to be not a salesperson. So you're messing
I
up.
thought that was supposed to be. Well, that has changed because Rosie told me I have to be the person who pray first about it.
All right, so we're going to answer your 2 objections, but I have it that you're not a salesperson. So we're going to answer that first, and then you're going to tell me, you're going to give me a next objection. Say, oh, I'm not a salesperson. Cool?
Okay.
So I feel you. I felt the same way too when I saw this until I found out that there's a guy that named O'Shane Ellis who is a pastor who, when he first saw it, he prayed with the whole church about Worldventures. And now he's a regional marketing director. He's a regional marketing director where on average earn 10,000 US dollars per month. So are you ready to get started?
Yes.
So welcome to the team. But the next objection that I want you to go to is you're not a salesperson. But anything them say, you just felt, and then just give them somebody's story, and then ask them if they're ready to get started again. Let's go to the next objection. So you're going to tell me you're not a salesperson. I want them to know how to answer that question too. So, do you have $250 US and you're ready to get started first?
I'm not a salesperson. This is not my pitch.
Okay, cool. I feel what you're saying. I felt the same way too, until I found out that there was a teacher with no sales experience by the name of Rosie, saw Worldventures, decided that she will be coachable, follow the system, and today she's a national marketing director and earn an average $20,000 per month. But let me ask you this question. If I got 100 teachers and I got 100 salesperson, who do you think I would choose? Which one of the hundreds?
Teachers?
Definitely. Because teachers, they will be willing to learn the system, while the salespersons, them already broke in their old ways and they're going to do things and mess it up. So you don't have to be a salesperson to get started. So welcome to the team.
I'll be there.
Okay, cool. So you just go on them objection. Another way to close the time is that you can ask them, so where do you work? And they will tell you where they work. But you're just plain questions to get to the final question. Then you say to them, did you went on an interview to get this job? And they'll be like, yes. So you say, what are the questions you ask in an interview? And they'll tell them, say, oh, so you actually sell your time to them to get paid. So you're actually a salesperson. So when they're saying they're not a salesperson, you just show them that they're a salesperson. So closing is literally you just shining the mirror in their face. So we're moving on. We have about what? 3 objections to go, and then we're going to take some questions and we'll move on. So the next objection is pyramid scheme. So the person for pyramid scheme, are you ready? This is my favorite one to close, but I'm not getting it too often nowadays. Like the people are getting more educated that Worldventures is not a pyramid scheme.
Yes, I'm on.
So, bro, what's up?
I'm good.
So, do you have $250 US and is ready to get started first?
Well, I know I don't really like these things, them pyramid thing here. Don't really like them at all. I see my kind of those pyramid scheme thing.
Okay, bro. I
Yeah.
feel you. I felt the same exact way too, until I found out that there's a guy internationally by the name of Matt Morris. He actually thought that it was a pyramid scheme too. But after his opening mind with a little education, he found out that it's not a pyramid scheme. And today, he's a triple IMD who earn an average $150 US per month. So, bro, let me ask you this question really quick. Where do you work?
I'm a teacher. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, cool. Bro, I really love teachers. I believe that teachers are really underpaid and they should really get more paid. But do you have like a principal?
Yes.
You have a minister of education?
Okay, yes.
And you have normal teachers, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So who really do the most work, bro?
Teachers.
Okay. So who's the easiest to get fired?
See where we're going, But the teachers, yes.
Oh, so it sounds familiar to you? Like, so bro, let me just tell you quickly. Everything in life is a pyramid scheme. You just have to be a part of the one that will actually work out better for you. So even your house is a pyramid scheme, bro. So in some house, it's a husband, wife, then children. I'm not sure, but in other house, you have the wife, husband, and then children. Bro, the church is a pyramid scheme. Do you have a pastor?
Yes.
You have deacons, stuff like that? You understand?
Yes.
Who made the most money? Which have mixed people?
Well,
The pastor?
not all the time.
But most times.
Okay, yeah.
So in Worldventures, bro, it's not like this. It's like this. Because we can have more people going up more than people down there. So with all of that being said, are you ready to get started?
How much for it again? Or package go again?
Bro, It's just $250 US.
All right. This all like, all right. Put on the goal.
Okay, welcome to the team. So the next objection we have up is what? Pyramid scheme. So next objection is that I have to get my 4 first, and the other person after that can get ready to have to do their own research, and then we'd have the final one, which is they gotta speak to the spouse first. So who do we have to get the 4 first? So you ready? First is ready? I think that would be
Trudy.
Trudy. Trudy, are you ready? If Trudy's not ready, we're going to the next person. Trudy, are you on? So Trudy not ready. So who is it for? How to do your own research?
Right
Trudy?
here.
Oh, okay. So we're getting an echo. It sounds like there's two persons on in the same room. So one got to come off, or one got to mute. Or two devices. Two devices are on. Okay. All right. So it sounds like we better now. So you ready? So you remember your we're getting the same thing again.
Really? Hold on.
Ready?
Or maybe it's the fan. Hold a second. Oh, that's so.
That sound better. Yeah. So you ready now, right?
Yeah, I am.
All right. So remember your objection. Got to do your own research. So do you have $250 US and is ready to get started first?
Dude, do you realize I need to research this? You just come up with information out of nowhere and 250. Yeah, sure, but hello, I need to research this for myself. I not just go give up my money to you like that.
Okay, cool. I feel you. I actually felt the same way too until I found out that there is a guy in the company right now by the name of Sachin Govender from South Africa. He thought that he had to do his own research too. And he found out that he could not research on Google and from someone that's not actually doing it because he wouldn't get the real information. Today, he's a 4-time international marketing director who earned $200,000 per month. But so let me ask you this question. Where were you planning to research it?
Yeah, but I mean, I would go on the internet and research it. I mean, you're telling me about a person that I've never heard of before. It could be one of your friends you're talking about. Hello.
All right,
So
cool.
obviously that makes it worse. Now I need to look up who is this person? Sachin who?
All right, cool.
Who?
So you said you would go on the internet to research it. I understand that. So where on the internet would you go?
Well, seeing that you're so-called direct marketing, I have to go and look in the direct marketing sales guideline book, whatever it is that's on the internet.
Okay,
I
cool.
know Google and those places and Wikipedia is not very reliable. So obviously I need to find out if you guys are registered.
So here, let me help you. So if you go right now on the direct selling website, you're gonna see that Worldventures is ranked number 27. You see what I mean?
Oh.
But
Okay.
would that be good enough for you? But I see that you're wearing a pretty decent hat. Where did you bought that?
My Kangol is from England.
From England. So did you actually research England before you bought that hat?
The direct sale.
Huh?
Bought it personally, so therefore I know where I bought it.
Okay, cool. So I'm just asking you that question because I know that you bought a lot of stuff that you didn't actually research. So here's the deal. If you wanted to know how to run fast or become successful at running fast, would you go to the internet or who would you go to? What would you do?
I would try to contact a sports person.
You want to give me a name?
Well, it could be one of those coaches from that track club at UTech. I mean, hello.
Oh, so you would contact someone who is actually winning in it, who is actually successful in doing it.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. I told you in the beginning that I'm a marketing director. So I have
You did.
400
Okay.
people in the team. So that means I'm winning at a high level with this. So my advice to you would that do your research through me. Ask me all the questions. Show them at me. So what's your first question?
First question, how long did it take you to get started?
So I got started immediately after seeing it.
Okay.
Next question.
So have you met all of these persons that you've been bragging about?
No, it's a team effort. So I show someone how, I sign up a few persons, show them how to do it, and they do the same thing, and I duplicate it. Next question.
Does this company have its own website?
Yes, we do have our own website. Next
And
question.
what's the website?
www.worldventures.biz. Next question.
Okay. How much you said to get started?
Just $250 US. Next question.
Okay. And I can sign up at any time. I guess I can go to this website and sign up on the website.
Well, actually, we're having a promotion right now, and it's going to expire $23.59 tonight. So you'll probably have to pay $500 after tonight. So are you ready to get started now, or you want to wait until tomorrow?
Sweetie, I ain't falling for that gimmick. But guess what? I'll sign up because you sound like you know your thing. And if I can use the site, I will sign up via the site. Is that okay?
Welcome to the team. Actually, here's what I want you to do. I could let you download an app, and I could guide you through the process on the app where you were doing it by yourself. That would be cool?
That'd be fine.
Welcome.
Then I'll know you're for real, eh?
Welcome to the team.
All righty.
Yeah. You're trying to be real hard, right? So the next objection, I gotta share it with my spouse first. Who's up for that one? I'm ready.
Yeah, ready.
All right, cool. So, bro, do you have $250 US and is ready to get started first?
Yeah, man, I have it in on. Yo, I love the idea and everything, but you know, as a married man, I can't just jump into things. I have to talk to my wife first. I have to talk to her.
So, bro, I feel what you're saying. I felt the same way too until I found out that there's a guy by the name of Julio that he saw it and thought that he would have to share it with his wife first, but he did actually realize that his wife is not a professional network marketer. So your wife cannot advise him the best advice on this. So you know what he did? He took a leap of faith and got started. And today, he's a marketing director, on average earning about $5,000 US per month. So are you ready to get started, bro?
Hey, you know, not put it like that. I never think about it like that, dude. But you know, sometimes they may, you know want anything, but I'll try it still. I'll try.
So
I just want. How much I say?
That's $250, yes, bro.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Welcome to the team, bro. So I think we have the last objection,
Right,
and then we'll be
sign me up.
open. But yeah, for some questions. Oh, that was the last one. So we did everything. We did research. We did all 7. So we're pretty cool. Yeah. So are there any questions?
Trudy, get 4 first.
Oh, so back to Trudy. So Trudy, are you ready? Trudy, are you ready now? So somebody else take it for Trudy because she don't seem to.
O'Shane, you want to take it on? O'Shane?
O'Shane, you're still on? Gloria, yeah. O'Shane, you want to take it?
All right, I'm promoting Andreen. Andreen?
Yeah, oral.
All right, O'Shane, ready?
Okay.
So, bro, you have $250 US and is ready to get started first.
Sorry, run the intro to me again. I stepped away from the computer. I'm just here. O'Shane, ready? Run, come back.
So the objection is, you have to get your 4 first.
Oh, all right, cool. Let's go.
So, bro, do you have $250 US and is ready to get started first?
Well, you know, I have a credit card, but so let me ask you, how about me just get 4 people and just join same time? Cause you know that the monthly fee is something there, you know, it's sticky in a brother, but what we can do, we can get 4 people and now we just join together as one big family.
Bro, I feel you. I felt the same way too until I found out that there was a guy who named Clay and Darby that he wanted to get his four first. But he realized that if he tried to do this alone with his little skill, it would be pretty difficult. And furthermore, it will be also illegal for him to be representing something that he's not really a member. It's actually legal. So let me just advise it. It's illegal for you to try to market the product and you're not an official registered member. You see what I mean? But let me ask you this question. If you wanted to start a restaurant, what would you do? You would get four of your friends and have them stand in the position where you want to start the restaurant and say, listen, you are going to be my four customers first. Or you'd actually go and get the restaurant up and running and then you introduce them. And how would you feel if I tell you that, listen, I'm not going to work with you until you actually have four people. But the last thing I'm going to tell you, listen, you're not going to need four people anymore. You know how much people you're going to need to get started? You're going to need 16 people to get started. Because with your mindset and attitude and me not working with you till you're ready to become legal, your friends are going to tell you the same thing, that you need to get the four first. So you're going to need 16 people. So my suggestion to you, you get started. I'll be helping you, teaching and showing you how to do this, speaking to your friends for you, and you could get for it one day. Are you ready to get started?
Wow, bro, that's a mouthful, but yeah, bro. I mean, if as long as you're going to help me, you know, bro, like I'll can give it a chance, bro. But if you don't help me, you know, bro, boy, make a pull up on you, you know. So, I expect the assistance. So, seeing that you put it that way, there, yeah, let me just pull up more later and go for it and go. It's what kind of card is I need again?
Any Master or Visa card is good to go.
All right. I think we're supposed to. So a card like this will work.
It's not. I'm not seeing a Master or Visa card sign.
See, like this.
Okay.
Card.
Yeah. That good to go, bro.
All right, then ready, man. Cause you say you help me now, so ready. Yeah. Say you help me, so ready.
Bro, I'll be helping you, but here's what I want you to do. It's a team effort. So it will work like this. You put your guess in front of me, and I will do the rest. If you don't put no guess in front of me, then nothing will be happening. Do you understand that clear?
Clear.
So, welcome to the team.
All right, blessings, bro. Bless up.
So, well done, bro. So, in the chat, here's what I want you guys to do now. Any questions you guys have, to put them in the chat, and I'll be answering them. We'll probably take out another 3 to 5 minutes on any questions about invite or closing or anything network marketing relating that you guys are not sure on right now. Any question? I'm watching the chat right now. I'm literally watching the chat. Any questions? All right, so I think we have one question right now. What's the first question? How do I compress time frame? All right, cool. So how you compress time frame is like this. Say you want, so when I wanted to go to director from senior rep, I used to do 2 presentations. So I used to go Monday and Friday. And my mentor said to me, listen, you got to compress time frame. I start doing 7 presentations per week. And from December senior rep to January momentum director. So you have to just compress time frame. In other words, if you use to make everything start from the amount of person you contact. So if you use to contact 20 people, double it up, contact 40 people, contact 60 people. So you show less, more people in a less time frame. So that should answer the question. Next question. I'm watching the chat and I'll be taking the questions. Any other questions?
One came to me. It is saying, I'm not able to travel. No, why should I join?
Okay, cool. So you guys don't get that question right a lot. So what you have to do is you have to take them another pass. Remember, you're working with the brain. So you got to take them another pass. You're going to bring them another present, and then you bring them another future. And then you ask them about the question. Are you ready to get started? So you just say to them, say, do you remember 9/11? And they'll be like, yeah, I remember 9/11. Or you probably don't remember. Or you say, do you remember SARS? Do you remember Ebola? Do you remember this? And they will say, yeah. So you say, okay, cool. So nobody's traveling right now, right? Say, okay, cool. So you think people is going to travel next 60 days from now? They're going to say, yeah. Then you say, well, if that's the case, are you ready to get started? The travel industry is too big to fail. It's $1 trillion industry. It can't fail. Or you can ask them it a different way, but it's the same thing. Always remember that you're doing this. Bring them to the past, bring them to the future, bring them to the present, and bring them to the future. Say so to them, say, have you really stayed at a hotel from the day you were born until now? And they'll be like, yeah, I stayed at Sundown. Did you like it? They say, yeah. Then you say, are you going to stay at any hotel from now until the day you die, God forbid? They're going to say, yeah. So if you're going to stay, what do you want to pay? Wholesale or retail? They're going to say, wholesale. You say, welcome to the team. Get a membership. That answer your question? That answer your question, Rosie?
Someone sent the question. I hope the person got the answer. Someone had sent it to me.
So next question, what if I don't have friends and I don't have 40 persons? So here's how I look at that. Michael Johnson, he didn't have a lot of friends, but he's just a marketing director today. So he can just use people's story to share with them. But here's the thing. Let me tell you something. There is 7 billion people in the world. There is 2 billion people on Facebook. There's 3 million people in Jamaica. You don't have to have a lot of friends when you're starting. In fact, your friends are going to tell you no. Most of them are going to tell you no. So you're going to improve upon the contacts we have. So you see somebody on the road, them look sharp. You be like, hi, how are you doing? And they'll be like, I'm doing fine. And you say, I'm a member of the Jamaica Defense Force. What do you do? And they say, I'm a nurse. They say, wow, you must be loving it. And they say, no, the objections start come out now. So say, okay, cool, right, blah, 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 we could become friends. You take them number, and the next time you show them Worldventures. So I'm always adding people to my contact. So you don't have to have a lot of people when you just get started. You just know that you got to build up your contacts, whether online, offline, whatever. You can't run out of contacts. You can never run out of contacts. You only run out of courage to talk to new people. So the person that asked that question, my question to you, do you have courage to talk to new people? So there's something else in the chat. So another person said, what if the person is already successful and won't believe? If the person is already successful at them, you want to show. No, remember, when you're showing people Worldventures, it's not for you to change their belief system. Remember that in the closing. The person that wins is not the person that signed the most people up or convinced the most people or anything like that. It's just a numbers game. We talk about that. Your job, show them, answer them questions, go. Don't put any false evidence in your head. That is fear. False evidence appear to be real. We don't care if they're going to say no. We do. As a matter of fact, we're not focusing on the result. We're focusing on the process. So the person that asked that question is Rowan, right? So here's the thing. So the chat is kind of moving fast. So let me make sure it's Rowan asked the question. No, it's Anjin. Anjin's, hold on, not Anjin, Rashan. So Rashan, I'm asking your question. So Rashan, if I say to you, listen, I'm gonna pay you $2,000 US every month once you get 10 new people contacts, would you do it? Yeah, you're going to do it. You're going to go out and get 10 people new contacts. But is that you have to do to get 2,000 US dollars from eventually? Just go out and get new people in contact and show them, and some will get started. Stop focusing on the result. Focus on the process. You see what I mean? So that should answer your question. We have some more questions. If it doesn't answer your question, you could tell me in the chat. What if I don't want or feel like I can't train other persons to do this? I just want to sign up persons. Can someone else train them? All right, here's the deal. If you don't help other people get what they want, you never get what you want. It's a helping game. But in terms of training person, someone can do the fast stuff for you if you sign them up, and someone and the company have training event. But you will have to help them with something because they're going to ask a question anyway. So you have to have the mindset that I spoke about in the beginning, that you have to help people. So you probably want to change your mindset. So that's my answer to that question. So I think that question is Andreen question. So I'm going down. So after Andreen, I have another question. How about when they tell you, yes, they are interested, and you place them in the IPO, but they didn't fulfill their promise in the long term? So here's the thing. It's the same thing as before. Stop focusing on the result. Focus on the process. Remember, you have 5 enemies to network. One of them is rejection. One of them is deception. People will tell us that they're going to do it and they don't do it. You just move on. Next, next, next. Don't focus on that. You can't do nothing about that. If they say they're going to pay and they didn't pay, you can't make them pay. You just go show more people. Show more people that it is willing to pay. So that's the answer to that question. So you guys can let me know if you answer the question properly. So that was the last question. Then I'm moving on to Donnie's question. Do you try to close person that say they are not at good place financially right now, so they can't start yet? If they say that what you say, we talk about the money objection. So I'm gonna do the feel, felt, phone first. I'm gonna ask them how they feel about whatever, and then I'm gonna give them the 3 options how they can use to raise the money. If when I ask them the question after that, they're still saying no, the conversation is done. They don't want to do it. I'm not here to convince them. But I'm just gonna go through the process anyway. So Danny, that should answer your question. You saw how I did with the money part. All right. So next question. What to do with a new reps who keeps saying no one wants to do this? All right. So remember, Keith Brown always said this. People are dead in the show. That's how it is. People are dead in the movie. So you have to know this in the back of your head. Make people place in them category and leave them alone. Some people are going to tell you no. So some people are going to tell you no. So look at it this way. It's a numbers game. I always tell you guys. So say for Worldventures, you got to show 1,000 people. 800 is going to say no. 200 will sign up. But guess what? Out of the 200, only 40 of them are going to do something. So 160 of them are going to do nothing. So the person who say nobody want to do this, them fall in the category when they really want to do nothing. Them now want to follow the process. So them help you with a cycle. They help you towards a cycle, or they give you a direct commission. That's all you're going to get from them. Leave them in them category. Don't try to change them category. You see what I mean? That's how I look at it. So that's where I know that they're in their category. And I will be focusing on the persons, the other 40 person were really serious. I'm leaving that 160. Because if you understand how the compensation plan works, you really don't need 160 people to be successful with Worldventures. You really need about 5 good, serious, dedicated people, or even 3. So if you try focus on letting everybody become successful, you ain't gonna become successful anyway. So that's my approach. Or I will say to them, hey, this is another approach that you can say to them. Hey, how about this? Since you don't think anybody's want to do it right now, so this is a more subtle. What about you taking off the business part, becoming just a member, and you could take 1 trip per year? Because some people are customers. They're not business person. They're not going to become entrepreneur. So you make them take off the business part and let them keep the representative part. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to count. They're going to count as probably 2 in your back office now, or 3, especially if you have the ignition kit, because they're a customer only. They might help you towards the fast 150. So make them keep the membership, encourage them to take a dream trip, build them culture, and let them forget about the business part. If you're there, they force them about the business part, they're going to pay a bigger monthly fee, and then probably just quit anyway. But just know that some people have to fall in that category. So next question. I have a fear of talking to new people. How can I get over this? So, so this is Lydia. So Lydia, the only way to get over your fear is to do it. There's no magical way. The only way to get over your fear is to do it. So the only way to get over the fear is to do it. So just talk to new people. Some are gonna be nice, some not gonna be nice. Just talk to new people. If I go in Africa, I just talk to new people. I see them, I just say hi. So I was in Arizona, and it just become natural. So I see this girl, I know that she's not from Jamaica. I want to talk to her. I just say, hi, good afternoon. And she, good afternoon. Say, are you from Jamaica? Come in, she said no, and she will probably laugh. She said, no, she laughed. I'm gonna start talk to her, get her contacts. You just talk to new people until they become so easy to you. Just do it all the time. If you don't like to do it in person, start practice online. Any other questions? So if you guys have no other question, I think that's it. So no more questions coming up. I think that I've answered all the questions. So thank you guys for having me. And I really look forward. Let me see if there's no last question. There's no last question.
I hear that someone said, the question is, could you give us a scenario for someone who is only interested in to travel with what is happening now?
Okay. So let me see if I get the question properly. You want me to, how you would answer a question that is someone that is they're only interested in the travel part, or do you close them? So you're asking?
Right, at this time of the year, at this time with the coronavirus.
Yes, so actually that person wasn't listening because I actually answered that question already on the call. But I'm going to answer it again for them anyway. So I hope they're listening this time. So what we said is that you have to take them in the past, take them in the present, and then take them back in the future. And I gave her like 3 scenarios where you could do that. And then they will open up the mind a little bit more and want to do it, the travel part. So you could say to them, say, girl, have you stayed at a hotel before? And they will be like, yeah. So what I'm doing with that question, I'm bringing them back in the past. So I say, how was it? And they'll be like, well, I stayed at Sandals, it was nice. So I said, okay, cool. So do you plan to stay at any hotel in the future, anytime before the day you die, God forbid? They're going to say yes. Or if you want to be more direct, you said, be honest with me. What's the first thing you want to do after this lockdown is over? They're going to say travel. So you say, if you want to travel, where you want to pay? Wholesale or retail? They're going to say wholesale. So you say, get a membership. It's pretty simple as that. People is just thinking about now. So you got to bring them in the past and then bring them in the future. Or you could ask them, do you remember 9/11? Do you remember Ebola? Do you remember SARS? Do you remember this? Do you remember that? Bring them in the past, bring them in the future, in the present, and bring them in the future. And then you said, do you want to do this? It's pretty simple. So that's how I do it with the travel part. With the business part, I'm working with the present, what's happening right now, and I'm working with a little bit in the future. So that's how I do it. Is there any other questions? So if there's no other questions, none in the chat, none in the audio, thank you guys for having me. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the beaches of the world, or some new rank, some persons ranking up, walking the stage at boot camp. You see what I mean? So, bless up.
I really appreciate it, Cora. Believe you me, it has been a blessing, boy. I had some question, and every time I make to write down the question, I hear the answer. So I couldn't even write down a question. I couldn't write a question. I love how you speak about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, because I know that's where it all begins. Yes. My takeaway from your top 10 is what you earn is for today, but what you become is for life. This is one of the main takeaways I'm going to work with. Amen. I really appreciate the energy. I really appreciate all of you coming on board. Remember, come 10 o'clock, we have the book club. In a couple of minutes again, we'll be having another Zoom. To me, I want to thank you for all making an effort, and I beg you, please, let us all invite others so that we can be blessed like people like Oral and other persons that have the information and is coming to bless our life, coming to help us succeed in what we are doing. I thank you all, and I bid you all good night until next week when we have our next fast start and rank up training. Good night, everyone.